What's up, everybody? It's your boy C Money back with another video, and today we're talking about the top 10. Another top 10 video, but this one is going to be a little different. Instead of wrestling related, I decided to do something a little different, a little more scary. It's going to be my top 10 favorite scary / horror movies. Now, one thing, I really like horror movies thanks to my friend Doug out there. You've seen him on the channel before. He got me into horror movies, and I just really like them, and they're just fun. And they can be fun and they can be scary, obviously. Even some like the cheesier ones, like you're going to see on my list. But I really do like scary movies, and there is some you might argue on my list because again I haven't seen a lot of scary movies that these might be more like not cheesy, but like it might not be like the characters you know, like you've seen some on this channel before. Wink, wink. Yeah, like it's you like who. Yeah, it's just like, for our age now, because some of them were filmed in, like, the older days, so they might not seem as, but, trust me, though, guys, like, I really like, all these movies, and even though, like, some of them are not that scary, because, again, like, newer horror movies are obviously a lot scarier, so these are just my favorite that I saw, okay? So, if you ever recommend some, because there are, and remember, and again, don't be acting like a little jerks in the comments being like, that movie sucked. Don't be butt cracks about it, alright? Just leave it alone, alright? Don't be little jerks about it, alright? If you disagree with me, just saying. Don't be a jerk about it. But, so yeah, so I'm going to talk about my top 10 favorite horror movies / like characters or series. And there is one on the list that you might argue isn't a horror movie or a scary movie. But, so keep in mind, if it's not really a horror movie, it's a scary movie. And at least to some people it might be, and to some people it won't be, alright? But I put it on my list because I want to, and I'm going to argue about it once we get to it. But number 10, and I'm also going to put some pictures up so you see. Number 10 is by far one of my least favorite. That's why I have it at the bottom of my list. It just made my list because even though it's very stupid, it's just sometimes can be funny to watch, alright? But I really... Leprechaun. Leprechaun is one of the worst horror movie series ever. Like, honestly, it is... But it is very funny. I will say that it can be very entertaining to watch sometimes. The Leprechaun. It's honestly very funny. I mean, I didn't see all the horror, all of its movies, but we saw like me and Doug saw like the first, second, third, and oh my god, we saw the fourth one, and we haven't watched another one since because the fourth one is Leprechaun in space. It is the worst movie I think we have ever seen in our lives. Even in my opinion, it is the worst movie I've ever seen. Leprechaun in Space is one of the worst movies of all time. Alright, I'm just going to say that now. One of the worst movies of all time. Alright, but guys, one thing though about Leprechaun, it is very, and we didn't see all of them, so but still, it is very bad, but I just made my list because it's very entertaining. And honestly, the guy that just plays him, I just love hearing like his voice and crack the jokes. But yeah, he is a little annoying, yeah, Leprechaun. But so Leprechaun is number 10 on my list, yeah. But now number 9. Number 9 is a pretty scary one, I have to admit. It is The Ring. The Ring. If you don't know what The Ring is this. It's this girl, yeah, and basically how, like, remember your phone rings and she says, oh, in 7 days I'm gonna kill you. All that. Yeah, I only saw, like, the first one or a version of it, I don't know, but that is more on the scary side, not as, like, cheesy or, like, as, like, Leprechaun would be. Yeah. But, no, so The Ring is very scary, and it is a very cool movie, so that's why I put it number 9 on my list. Number 8 is none other than... Hiya, Georgie. Pennywise. The sewer man himself, Pennywise. 2 pictures right here. The old version of him and the newer version of him. Pennywise, aka the It movies, are, like, yes, are very cool. And yes, they are scary. Yeah, and because again, Pennywise is just like that kind of guy that's like scary, funny, a little weird. Yeah, but Pennywise though is like, yeah, I gotta admit, he is a very popular icon in the scary movie horror franchise, and I really do like Pennywise. Now, number 7. Texas Chainsaw Massacre! Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is, the killer in that is Leatherface right here. Yeah, Leatherface, of course, always carries around the chainsaw. Leatherface is, again, like, I feel like that, he is, like, yeah, like, because, again, some of the first movies were very old and were a little weird. Yeah, but they were, though, very entertaining, and Leatherface though is very cool. Like, I do like Leatherface and all that, and so yeah, it really is a cool series with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface. He's awesome. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, number 7 on my list. Now, number 8. Number 8. Number 6 is, this is where it gets, because I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree and say, that's not a horror movie, I'm not scared of that movie, I'm a big guy, I'm so big, it's not scary. Back in the day, why did I throw my hat? Now I have to go get it. Back in the olden days, it was scary, and even though it's not a horror movie, even though it's a creature, not a human, I don't care. Jaws. Now here, Jaws, I love the movie Jaws. I love it a lot. And Jaws is not a horror movie, like I will admit. But it is still, especially back in the day, it is a scary movie. I mean, even though it might not be a horror movie, I never said horror movies. I said horror movie / scary movies. And I put that one on my list. Am I scared of it? No. But, yeah, the first time I saw it, hell yeah, I was scared of it. And especially back in the day, guys. Keep that in mind. And I will never forget about it when I go in the ocean, alright? So don't get on me about being like, oh, that's not a horror movie. See, money doesn't know what he's talking about. Shut up! I don't know what the voice was, but stop, alright? I get it. It's not a horror movie. And again, with some of these on my list, guys, again, I might not see the newer horror movies that are a lot scarier. And trust me, they are. But that doesn't mean they're my favorites. I'm not ranking the best horror movies. I'm ranking my favorite, alright? And remember, I didn't see all these newer horror movies. And eventually I will, alright? But I'm just saying, though, like, don't be on me about being like, oh, but those aren't scary, all that. But they're my favorite, so just get off my back, alright? Yeah, just don't be little jerks about it in the comments, alright? Because it'll get taken down. But no, I'm serious. And I don't do that, so if you ever leave me a comment, it's going to get taken down. That's YouTube, not me, alright? And you know what? Remember, haters are no better, alright? So hate on me all you want, because you ain't no better than me. Yeah. Alright, but yeah, so back to it, guys. Jaws, I really like Jaws. And again, even though it's not really a horror movie, it still technically is a scary movie, and it's very entertaining, and I love it, alright? Now, number 5 on my list is very good to very bad to very good. Chucky. Chucky the Killer Doll, aka Child's Play, which was the original movies. Chucky is a very cool, like, movie series, and yeah, it really is cool, because again, Chucky cracking the jokes, but and remember, eventually the series turned like, hell. But then it also turned into very good once again. But Child's Play though and Chucky is a very cool movie, and just the one-liners and stuff, and again, because sometimes he's like too funny, sometimes he's too scary. But the Chucky though I like is when he's funny but scary at the same time. Exactly, he's more like in a serious way, and we're gonna get back into that when we talk about another guy. Number 4 is probably one of the best horror movies of all time, and yeah, it really is great. Scream. Scream, aka Ghostface, as the original Scream, directed by Wes Craven. That movie is awesome. And again, I haven't seen the rest. I've seen the first 2, and of course, there's a new one either out or coming out. I don't know, and it looks good. Yeah, but Scream, though, is a very cool movie, and the first one is a phenomenon. It is insane. Mentions other horror movies, too, and stuff, which is very cool. I love it. Yeah, I love Scream. Now, number 3. This is where we start to get into the big 3 of horror movies. My number 3 on my list, if you can see him, is that guy on the wall right there. Guy on the wall, which if you don't know his name, Michael Myers. Michael freaking Myers. Michael Myers. Keep in mind, there have been some more movies, like 2018. There was a Halloween, or the Halloween series, as you know. Halloween really is, again, like, it was very good, and then it kind of started to get bad, but then it's gotten better as years went along. Like, the newer ones, like the Halloween that came out in 2018, then Halloween Kills that came out, like, last year. Oh my god, that movie was insane! That movie was awesome. I love that, and I'm pretty sure this year they have the final one coming out, but Halloween is one of my favorite horror series of all time, one of the big three. Michael Myers, he's awesome, even though he kills dogs. But that's it. Besides that, I love the guy. Now, number 2. You've seen him on this show before. And you've seen the Springwood Slasher. Freddy's coming for you. Freddy Krueger, man. Freddy Krueger is one of my favorite horror, number 2 on my list for favorite horror movies, scary movies, horror characters of all time. Because Freddy Krueger, as I said, he's another one of the big 3 of horror movies. It's Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and then my number 1, which I'm going to talk about. But Freddy Krueger, though, and A Nightmare on Elm Street is one of the best horror series of all time. Again, very good, but then it can get very bad. But it is very good, though. And trust me, guys, I really do like Nightmare on Elm Street, and I just love it. Freddy with the one-liners, but being scary, because remember, sometimes, as you know, I don't want to get into details, but because I'm kind of running out of time here, but Freddy, he was, like, a little too scary, but then he was, like, too funny, but, like him, welcome to prime time, and the B word with him. Freddy is awesome, and I love Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, and even though did get a little bit out of hand at first, it did come back good in the end, and even though the reboot is horrible, yeah, but Robert Englund, who plays Freddy, is awesome. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. And then number 1, of course, if you didn't guess it already. Don't know how you couldn't, because you've seen him on this channel not once, but twice. Jason Voorhees. With the machete. Jason Voorhees, a.k.a. Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, yeah, is my number 1 for favorite horror movie of all time, because that was the first really horror movie I saw, and Jason was the first horror character that I learned about, and he really is just an awesome guy. Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, and Michael Myers are the big 3, and they're my top 3. It goes Michael, Freddy, and then Jason. I really like them all, and Jason's just number 1 because he was like the first guy I learned about, and Jason really is just awesome, and he's so cool. So I love Jason and Friday the 13th, and that's why it's number 1 on my list. Jason Voorhees, yeah. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, I'm not being a jerk, alright? Trust me. I only exist out here because of you guys. I love all you fans out there. I love you guys. Just all I'm trying to say is that all the haters out there, just don't be jerks in the comments and be like, oh, but that horror movie was terrible. Oh, watch the actual scary horror movies, you know what, if you call me names. Like, don't do that, alright? Haters, you're no better than anyone else. I love you guys, the fans. I love you guys. Just don't be haters, alright? Don't be haters, alright? It's just my opinion, alright? Yeah. And again, I get it. Horror movies now are a lot scarier. But those, on the other hand, are awesome horror movies, and I love them, alright? So, just don't be a bunch of jerks, alright? That's all I'm trying to say, alright? I love you guys. Just don't be haters, alright? Yeah. But that's it, guys. I'll leave a comment, like, subscribe for more. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, but that's it, guys. C-Money is out.